KV-3. We're here on Malanovka encountered, where we are in a tier 8 game. Not the natural habitat for a KV-3. Well, actually, probably pretty normal for something like that. But anyway, we are heading up the hill like any other heavy tank with lots of armor should do. T-71 already up there to engage the E-25. And I turn my turn to try to see if I can get a shot at this M5. The T-71 seems to have not had any trouble at all taking out the E-25, but did take a little bit of health, as you'd probably expect. And this is where he spots a good portion of the team, of the enemy team. And here I'm just trying to get some shots off. Because I have nothing to shoot at, I will shoot at the Cheeto's cupola, or commander's hatch. And now I'm moving up to try to support the T-71, who unfortunately I was not able to get there in time for. But I did have some really unusual bounces, particularly from the 112. And it was now at this point this Black Prince moved up, took a really good position behind this E-25. So the only place I can consistently penetrate him is the tiny commander's hatch. As you can see, he's trying to keep everyone tracked so he doesn't end up getting rushed. Which, I probably wouldn't have rushed him anyway because he had all those tanks behind him. But anyway, he turned his turn just enough for me to penetrate the side instead of sniping at that tiny cupola with a 122mm gun. And now I am focusing on the tier 6. But actually, I should probably be prioritizing the Super Pershing. That one probably hit its spaced armor. But either way, I'm now getting shot at by artillery, which is always fun. And I have to keep remembering that the Super Pershing's lower glacis has spaced armor, which makes it so my 175mm of penetration is completely useless. So the only place I can consistently penetrate him is the top of the tank. The very top, the tiny part. And right now I'm waiting to see if he wants to poke his head out. Unfortunately, I've had a massive frame drop and was not able to get a shot at the Super Pershing. And like always, artillery likes to destroy my stuff. Take a shot from the Super Pershing, and I try to get a good angle on him to shoot the top of his tank. and I do not aim this shot, and it was a terrible shot at a very well angled Type 59 side. And now I'm just waiting for him to pop up so I can snipe his cupola. But anyway, I will take my time to shoot his cupola again, who still wants to ignore me. And he's actually done a very smart thing and tried taking cover behind the wreck, but I managed to get him through the lower glacis. And there's always artillery. Now, what's stopping everyone from going down to rush that Hellcat? One thing, HP. That's all that's really obvious. Unless you've been looking at the map, where they're the RHM camped right down by C5, supporting this Hellcat. I missed a shot on the Hellcat, and the T-32 gets killed by the RHM. The Super Pershing gets killed by the KV-3, and now I am pulling back. But after realizing that the RHM has fallen back for the Hellcat, I have moved down the hill. And all that's left are these, a tank destroyer and artillery piece. A very fast artillery piece. I'm looking back to see what kind of backup I have. Checking to see if he's still coming. And I move out here. I try to move in to take out the RHM, who, by some miracle, bounces me, which probably wouldn't have killed me, but it's nice to save the damage. Nice to save the hit points. I point out where the KV-3 is. I wasn't really expecting him to be here, as it is a very fast artillery piece. Like, ridiculously fast. But I wanted to check one last time in case, just in case he stayed behind one of the bushes waiting for us to pass. And probably go for a base capture. And because the FB has pretty good camera rating, I want to go ahead and get closer to these bushes to make sure they're spotted. If he would be spotted if he was camping in there. But he just pops up on the mini-map, making a beeline for our artillery, because that's what KV-3 are good at. Gotta get me one of them. But anyway, he's taken out by the artillery. Thank you all for watching. This is Longshot signing out, and good luck, comrades.